Hey guys, Ivan here at ivanmana.com. In this video, I want to show you the lazy way to promote ClickBank products on Google Ads. And the reason why I call it lazy is because if you've been watching my previous videos on Google and Microsoft ads, you know that I love to separate out my campaigns into many different ad groups and have relevant keywords separated out in each of these ad groups. But what if you don't want to go through all that work? What if you just want to have one ad group just to set up a campaign, just to start it off and see how it goes, and still keep your ads relevant to the search term, to the keyword, and so on? I'm gonna show you exactly how you can do that in this video. Now, all these methods that I'm teaching you are what helped me make my ClickBank commissions myself. So if I refresh this page again, you're gonna see the results are the same. And so far this month, I've made just a bit over 20,000 US dollars for the month of May. Obviously, again, not everything is profit, and I spent about half of it on ads. All right, so about 10,000 was spent on ads, so about 10,000 US dollars profit so far, which is something you can do. All right, that's the point. That's why I'm sharing these results with you, because this is something you can do yourself, guys. All right, this is totally achievable. Just follow the steps here that I'm going to show you, and we can do this together. Now, before we get into it, guys, make sure to hit like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell icon so you get notified when I release more videos just like this to help you succeed online. Without further ado, let's get straight into it. So to promote on Google, we are going to need several things. The first thing is obviously we have to select a product, right? So let me close out of this. Let's go into our dummy ClickBank account here. So we're going to go to Marketplace. I already kind of have a product in mind, but this can apply to any product, all right? So normally what I like to do is click on this little magnifying glass and go through the top, kind of the most popular products, right? So go through all of them. I am promoting pretty much every single one of these. Yep, I am promoting all of these products here, or at least most of them, not all of them. I do have a video you should check out called how to find winning products, and I give you specific metrics you should look for when looking for winning products. So take a look at that video if you are not sure how to find a good product. But that being said, I'm gonna pick something we haven't done before. So we haven't done Synergy Spanish before, this product right here, okay? So let's imagine we're promoting this. Again, it doesn't matter, this can work for anything. After you select the product, the next thing you have to do is create a landing page. You cannot direct link on Google Ads. On Microsoft Ads, you can. It's not as effective, but you can, and you can still make money, you can still make profit. For Google Ads, you do have to have a landing page. So the landing page I've created here looks something like this. I'm using Unbounce. And as you can see, you know, it's a pretty simple but still detailed landing page, and people can enter their email, and you don't have to have an email. You can just have like just a button where people can click on and they can go to the next page. That's fine. But this is what we'll be using here. And I'm using Unbounce. I have been using Unbounce for the past few years, switched from ClickFunnels. Amazing, amazing landing page builder. If you do want to follow along with me and use Unbounce yourself, if you guys use my affiliate link at go.ivanmana.com/unbounce, I give you guys a free 14-day trial and a 20% off on your first 3 months or a year. So really an exclusive offer you cannot get just by going to unbounce.com. And guys, honestly, I wouldn't suggest this if I wasn't using this myself, okay? So I still use Unbounce myself for all of my campaigns. So I'm gonna link a video in the description, or you can click on the little circle that's gonna show up in your top right on how to create a landing page. And I guide you step by step how to build a landing page from scratch, all right? I have so many videos on this, guys. So pause this video if you don't know how to make a landing page. Go through the resources and build a landing page with me together in that other video, okay? Basically, you do need a landing page. So once you do that, we're ready to head over to Google Ads. And this is where we're gonna do this whole thing, right? This whole lazy way approach. So in your campaigns tab, you're gonna click on the little plus sign. By the way, on the off chance that you don't have a Google Ads account, simply go to ads.google.com and sign up. There's gonna be a huge button. It's gonna say start now. Sign up. You can even give them a call, and Google reps will guide you through the whole process. Super easy. Obviously, they want to make money as much as you do. So to create our campaign, very simple. We're going to click on new campaign. I already covered this, you know, in a ton of different videos. So over here, we're going to click on website traffic. I'm assuming you don't have any conversion data set up yet. So we're just going to go with a very simple website traffic here for starters. We're gonna click on search because we wanna display our ads on the search campaign, and we're gonna grab this link here. I'm also going to attach my Unbounce playlist in the description below. I have a bunch of videos, like 20 or 30 plus Unbounce videos. You can learn how to create a custom domain, how to add a favicon, like all these types of things to improve your page. You can learn how to do for absolutely free, all right? So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna paste this page here, and this is the page we wanna promote. We're gonna click on continue, and we're just gonna go from top to bottom, kind of filling in these blanks. So the first thing we should do is enter a campaign name. So let's say Synergy Spanish. Let's say Lazy Way, in case I already have this sample campaign. We're gonna deselect this. If you want more detail, by the way, as to like what every single one of these check marks means, what all of these settings mean, you know, very thorough detail, what all of these options at the top mean, on the left, whatever. I invite you to try out my training course at ivanmana.com/all-courses. Just scroll down. I have a lot of courses on that page. I have 7. And my Google Ads comprehensive course covers everything. How to create a campaign from start to finish, very thorough detail, okay? But for this video, I'm just gonna keep it relevant. I'm just gonna keep it straightforward to to the goal we wanna accomplish. So we can leave everything at the top there as is. For location, I do like to start with tier 1 countries. So I'm gonna select here United States. I'm gonna select Canada. I'm gonna select Australia, New Zealand, and who are we missing? United Kingdom? United Kingdom. Okay, so these are the tier 1 countries generally considered to have the highest quality traffic, and I can confirm they do have the highest quality traffic based on my own results, my own experience. For the language, we're gonna leave it at English. This does not translate, so if I add French, it will not translate your ads to French. That is not what it does. It shows your ads basically to people who have an English interface. And so chances are these people speak that language. And so that's our goal, is to show these ads to English speakers. That's what it is. Audience, we're gonna leave it blank. We don't have any kind of remarketing audiences or anything like that. For the budget, there's no set number. The higher you spend, the faster you get the results. I'd like to say the best minimum number to start is $20. When I first started, 5 years ago, I started with $10 to $20 a day for like 1 or 2 campaigns that I was running. But the more you spend, the faster you get results. So just keep that in mind. For the bidding, we're gonna change this again. I'm gonna assume you don't have conversion tracking enabled. If you do, or if you're not sure how to do it, take a look at my video in the description. I'll attach a video showing you exactly how to set up conversion tracking. But until then, if you have no conversion data, if you're just starting out, you probably wanna go with manual CPC and de-checkmark that so you don't overpay on your bid. And you'll just be paying for every click. We're gonna scroll down. We're gonna leave all these as is because they're not super important to what we're doing here. They're not really necessary. And so this is where this lazy approach comes in, all right? So we can name this ad group 1, that's fine. Now we're gonna set a bid. So let's say we can enter 25 cents. And then over here, I'm gonna delete this website and let's just get some ideas. So let's say our product is about learn Spanish. Let's say learn Spanish fast, learn Spanish online, okay? And I'm gonna click on update keywords, yes, replace, and let's see kind of what ideas we get. Okay, so we have some ideas here. Rosetta Stone Spanish. Now we're not selling Rosetta Stone, so we want to remove that because that's not what we're doing here. And we just want to quickly, so for this approach to work, we do want to kind of go down the list and just briefly take a look. Like Spanish flashcards, that is not what we're selling. Spanish language course, that's fine, free. We're not selling a free course, so we can remove that. Rocket Spanish, this is not Rocket Spanish. Rocket Spanish, fluent in Spanish, that's fine. Not basic Spanish. PIMS learn Spanish, Spanish for kids, sure. So all of these are fine. Now what I also invite you to do is to click on Tools and Settings, click on Keyword Planner, and I'm just gonna briefly show you how to get some ideas. But we're not gonna be adding separate ad groups. We're just gonna have one ad group, okay? So yeah, we're gonna click Discover New Keywords. Let me add United States as a country here. We're gonna click Save. And let me add here, for example, again, learn Spanish fast. And let's see if we can get some ideas. Gonna click on Get Results. And what you generally want to do is kind of go through these and just add them to your ad group, okay? So all of these look pretty good. One thing you could do is open a notepad and write all of them down. That's if you don't have a lot. But if there are a lot of different keywords, maybe you want to add them here, and you can add them to a plan. So like you would add them to a plan, then you can go into that plan, you can export those keywords and add them, or you can add them to an existing campaign. Now, we don't have this campaign set up yet. So if you go with this approach, you will first have to finish your campaign and then come back here and then select it. So let's suppose we select this Ted's Woodworking campaign, you're gonna select the ad group, and then you're just gonna add the keywords here, okay? So this is one approach. Alternatively, again, like I said, you can just add them to a plan, and then you're gonna say add keywords to create plan. It's gonna add keywords. So then you're just gonna go into your keyword plan here, and here are all your keywords that you added. So obviously, you know, the more the better. And then you can just go ahead and export them. And so then you can copy paste them, okay? But generally what I would probably do is just finish the campaign and then come back and just check mark them and add to campaign. But I'm just showing you kind of the whole process here. I do have a video on YouTube showing you how to do thorough keyword research, okay? So take a look at that video. Again, I'll link it in the description. But let's suppose you add all these different keywords, right? So notice how some of these keywords don't really relate to one another. So normally I would add them in separate ad groups. For example, best way to learn Spanish versus Spanish for beginners. They're two separate things, two separate points, frames of mind that people are looking for versus Spanish for kids. These are completely different things. Normally, I would put them in separate ad groups, but I'm gonna show you what we're gonna do to keep all this very relevant and keep it all in one ad group. So you have to do less work. So let's imagine you're happy with your keywords. We're gonna click on save and continue. Again, we only need one ad group, okay? We're very lazy. So over here, you're kind of forced to go into responsive search ads. However, you should see an option either at the top that's gonna allow you to switch back to text ads, or at the bottom that's gonna allow you to switch back to text ads. So what I'm about to show you will work both under responsive search ads or text ads. However, I do suggest using text ads. They give you more customization, more control over your testing and your campaign in general. So I'm just gonna go ahead and switch back to text ads. And what I'm about to show you will work for responsive search ads as well, okay? But here's the kicker, right? Here's what we're gonna do. So you see all these different keywords. Normally what I like to do, right, is I like to say things like, study, or let's say Spanish for beginners. And like I mentioned in a lot of my videos, I like to add my keyword as the headline one, because that's what people are looking for. However, in this example, if we do something like this, typing in Spanish for beginners isn't gonna be relevant for people typing in Spanish for kids, right? So what do? Well, we're gonna use a little trick here. We're gonna delete that, and we're gonna put a little squiggly bracket, and we're gonna use this keyword insertion. And this is what's going to allow us to use every single one of these keywords in the headline if that's what triggers the ad to show up. So let me explain this in a little bit more detail after we do this. So the first thing we want to do is enter a default text, and that's if your keyword is way too long and it can't show up here, or if you have some words before or after this keyword insertion and there's no room because the limit is 30 characters, then your default text is what's actually going to show up. But in this case, all of our keywords are within the 30 character range, so we can just enter something here. So let's enter title case so that the first letter of every word is capitalized. And then we're gonna enter default text, so something that's gonna generally make sense for all of these. Now, we don't have to worry too much. It's probably not gonna trigger because, like I said, all of our keywords are within the 30 character limit. So we don't really have to worry about this. But, just as a default, we can say something like, learn Spanish online course. So something like this, we're gonna click apply. And so in a rare case where our keyword can't show up here, this is what's gonna show up, which is still fairly relevant. People looking for Spanish for kids, they are probably looking for lessons. But if you wanna be more specific, you do wanna include this. So let me just explain to you briefly how this works. So now that we added this keyword here, what's gonna happen is whenever someone types something in that's gonna trigger one of these keywords, this is the keyword that's gonna show up. So if somebody types in learn to speak Spanish, and this is the keyword that's gonna trigger your ad to show up, over here it's gonna say learn to speak Spanish, and it's gonna say it in title case. So the first letter of every word here will be capitalized. So L is gonna be capitalized, T is gonna be capitalized, S is gonna be capitalized. Then let's suppose somebody else is looking for a Spanish course for their kids. They're gonna type in Spanish for kids. Well, guess what? Over here in headline 1, it's gonna say Spanish for kids. So look at this. You don't have to create all these different ad groups. You don't have to do that anymore. You just do the one ad group, the lazy way approach, and this keyword insertion tool is going to apply to everything. Okay, so super, super simple. Now for the second headline, I like to include a call to action. We don't have to use like any special tricks here. Over here, we're saying free video reveal system that can quickly teach you. So maybe we can say, watch free video now, something like that. Headline 3 is optional, so we're gonna leave it blank for now. By the way, you can also use this keyword insertion tool everywhere, not just in the key in headline 1. You can use it in the description, in the path, in headline 2, and headline 3 if you want. So over here, maybe we could say we could include this keyword insertion as well, and we can add a default text. And this way it's gonna show up twice. So again, we can just say learn Spanish online course. We can say apply, and then we can say period, right? We don't wanna add too many words before and after. You can, so like you could say, learn Spanish online course for you. But then the problem is if somebody types something in like Spanish for kids, it's not gonna make sense because then it's gonna say Spanish for kids for you. So that doesn't make sense. So we're just gonna leave it, and leave it just the one keyword by itself. So if somebody types in learn Spanish online free, by the way, we should probably get rid of this keyword. Again, we don't want free, right? So you wanna, if you do this approach, you do wanna scan through your keywords and just make sure that it's nothing that doesn't make sense. Like in this case, free doesn't really make sense unless you are offering like in this case, we are revealing a free video. So maybe it is okay just to get people in the funnel. But if you're like actually selling something and not just offering a free system, you probably want to remove stuff like that. So if somebody types in learn Spanish online free, that's what it's going to say here. Okay. And then we can say, we can copy this. We can say free video. So I'm going to Control C to copy, and then I'm just going to go ahead and paste it here. And obviously this is too much, so we can just remove stuff. So we can say free video reveals. Let's just remove this. How to learn Spanish. Free video reveals how to learn Spanish with just 138 words. And then we want to remove any kind of triple dots and exclamation marks, things like that. Okay, so super simple. So if somebody types in, for example, Spanish course, over here in the description, it's going to say Spanish course dot free video reveals how to learn Spanish with just 138 words. Or if somebody types in Spanish online course, it doesn't show the rest, but if somebody types in Spanish online course, then over here it's going to say Spanish online course. Free video reveals how to learn Spanish with just 138 words, okay? So super simple, guys. This whole thing just makes it automated. You don't have to create many different ad groups. Very, very easy, lazy way approach, okay? If you want to test a campaign, you want to see how it's doing before you do the research and invest into all these ad groups. I do suggest still using all these different ad groups. I still suggest that it's still better. It's still more specific. But if you want to save some time, this is your way to go. So we can obviously split test this. We can say done and create next ad. And then over here, instead of watch free video, we could say, maybe we want to say free. See, I don't know if we want to say free because then people are going to think that they can learn Spanish for free, which isn't the case. It's just the video reveals how to do it. So you kind of want to keep these things in mind. So I don't really want to say free, and I want to get rid of those free keywords, but we can say something like, learn Spanish in just 138 words. Too much. Let's remove just in 138 words. Okay, so something like this, and this is going to be our second variation. We'll click done, and we should have two variations show up. I don't know why they're not showing up. Let's click save and continue. Did it not save? To start enter your billing. Yeah, that's fine. So let's just quickly check to see if the campaigns are actually up. Because the ads are actually up, because you saw the ads didn't show up for some reason. So let's take a look and see if the ads are there. Let's give it a second to publish, and then let's go into here. And there you go. Okay, so we do see the ads there, pending review. That's awesome. And so here you're gonna see this keyword, right? Like this in squiggly brackets, but it's actually gonna use all of these keywords. So you can go in and kind of take a look and just make sure it makes sense. So things like learn Spanish free, you probably want to remove it, or if you want to test it, that's fine. But anything to do with free, maybe you want to remove. So you can do it here. And then as I wanted to show you, so over here, if you refresh this page now, you should be able to just add all these keywords to the campaign right away. You don't have to export and do copy paste, things like that. So if you type in here, for example, learn Spanish online, let's suppose you like all of these results and all of them make sense. Yeah, so some of them aren't in the account. You can just go here. You can click on add existing campaign. You can select this. You can select your ad group, or you can create a new ad group if you want. Create a new ad group, but that's the point, right? We're not doing that. and then you can select what type. Do you want broad, phrase, or exact? And with Google Ads, I do actually suggest that you use phrase or exact, probably more so exact, because Google's search term report is pretty limited. So I would probably add these as exact keywords. And then over here, what you also want to do is probably go over here, click on edit, and click on change match types, and change from broad, change to exact, okay? And yeah, we can do that. Just because if it's broad, you're probably going to get a lot of irrelevant search terms, and the issue with Google specifically is that their search term report is very limited, so you can't even tell what exactly somebody typed in most of the time. And so that's the process, guys, all right? So you can go back into ads, you can edit stuff, edit whatever you want, edit your keywords, add new keywords, but this is just super easy. Notice this is just one ad group, okay? As opposed to other videos and my other methods where you add many different ad groups with very tailored keywords. So this is the lazy way, easy approach. I hope you guys found value in this. If you did, definitely take a look at my, definitely get my free affiliate marketing guide. It's a free 55-page guide at yvonnemana.com. Teaches you everything you have to know about affiliate marketing, how to make money with it online. And guys, I give you so much free content on YouTube's. So head over to YouTube's, and if you type in my name, hopefully you guys already subscribed, so you're updated with, all my changes. But if you go to videos, I just have so much free content for you guys, updates, how to do this, how-tos, like the most efficient ways. If you want to learn Google Display Ads, I have a video here. Quora ads, you want to learn Quora? Go over here. How to set up Microsoft conversion tracking. So take a look. And if you want a video on how to do this lazy approach with Microsoft ads, let me know in the comments below as well. Other than that, thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.